Taking the cholesterol test. 70% of us in Britain are failing it with levels higher than those recommended. Traditionally, drugs are prescribed and more exercise advised, but now there may be a new way to fight the fat. According to its makers, Benecol foods contain a natural ingredient, plant stanol ester, which actually reduces cholesterol levels. Eaten on its own or cooked with other foods, the extract combines with cholesterol before it's absorbed into the blood, and then it all passes out of the gut. Is it good for everyone, though? What about people who don't have a cholesterol problem?
People who have to lower their cholesterol certainly are candidates for Benecol. But if you choose to eat Benecol, it's not going to hurt you. Benecol is a very safe product, and it's for anyone who would be concerned about their health.
The evidence, they say, is in Finland, where it's been selling for 4 years. The company even flew this Finn over to tell us how his doctor prescribed Benecol to tackle his cholesterol levels.
He said, try that first, and if that does not help, then we try to find a good medicine for you. But so far, Benecol has worked all right.
Cholesterol, and what she eats to keep her heart healthy. By Dr. Elizabeth Klodas, contributor. Want to maintain a healthy heart and brain? Keep a close eye on your cholesterol numbers. LDL, low-density lipoprotein. Cholesterol builds up in the arteries and forms plaque, which blocks blood flow to the brain. HDL, high-density lipoprotein. Cholesterol picks up the LDL and takes it to the liver to be processed. The optimal levels vary from person to person, so always check with your doctor first. As a cardiologist who treats patients with high cholesterol, I always try to use diet as medicine first. Here are the 4 worst foods for high cholesterol, and what I eat instead to keep my heart healthy. 1. Red meat. Yes, that includes burgers, ribs, steak and pork chops. If you don't want to cut out red meat altogether, focus on small amounts of lean meat. And by small, I mean a portion size of up to 3 ounces, and eat red meat at most, once a week. Remember that poultry also contains saturated fat, so avoiding red meat doesn't necessarily mean you should load up on chicken. As for meat alternatives, I'm generally skeptical about engineered foods. To me, plants were never meant to bleed. What to eat instead? Think fish and shellfish. Shrimp may be high in cholesterol, but as long as you don't douse it with butter, it will supply you with plenty of protein while leaving your blood cholesterol alone. Some other delicious lean protein options are white-fleshed fish like tilapia, halibut, cod and bass. 2. Anything fried. Frying food typically ups the calorie count because saturated or trans fats and cholesterol are absorbed by the foods during the process. What to eat instead? Bake potatoes, kale or broccoli to a crisp when you're craving crunch. Or, you can invest in an air fryer, which uses much less fat. 3. Processed meat. The World Health Organization has classified processed meats such as bacon, hot dogs and salami as carcinogens. Processed meat is also loaded in sodium and saturated fat. What to eat instead? Fake bacon is unlikely to satisfy your cravings for a BLT. My advice? Cut way back on these products and make them special occasion treats. 4. Baked goods. Mass-produced cookies, cakes and pastries are often dense in calories, low in nutrients, and contain large amounts of fat, especially saturated fats like butter and shortening, and sugar. All of these are big culprits of high cholesterol. What to eat instead? Bake at home, and control the amount and type of fat and sugar you use. Dr. Elizabeth Klodas is a cardiologist and founder of Step 1 Foods. Trained at Mayo Clinic and Johns Hopkins, Dr. Klodas has published dozens of scientific articles throughout her career, authored a book for patients, Slay the Giant: The Power of Prevention in Defeating Heart Disease, and served as founding editor-in-chief of cardiosmart.org.
These kind of things, just take back our life and just go on instead of constantly remaining in fear and anxiety and what if. So I think everybody should come to Brussels. That's what the former ambassador of the United States was in Brussels a few weeks ago, and he said the only dangerous thing that could happen in Brussels is that your cholesterol will be too high because of the chocolate and the beer, and I have to agree with him.
Sami Slabink, thank you very much.
You're welcome.